Man, a lot of people out there go to church, you know. I went to the wrong church one time. I'm sitting and watching, and someone gets caught up in the spirit. It doesn't bother me much. You know, some people are emotional, or could be the spirit of God, who knows. But the look in the guy's face, he was kind of bent over. Like I had a great look at it, and he's been, you know, boom tap, boom tap, boom tap, boom tap, boom tap, boom. He was going at it, man. You know, little people came and circled him so he won't hurt himself, you know. And, you know, you're in the way of God, you won't hurt yourself. But I noticed the tall gay guy behind him. And the other people was on the side. And I had a perfect view. It's like his hips was moving with the beat. Boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap. And like the guy looked around, like see what was poking him in the back and his butt. The gay guy was back of him right to the beat. Boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap. It's like he was saying, puta, 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 puta. You know, no offense out here, but I just got to make a statement. The LGBT the community, please don't be offended. I don't want to offend no Jews or no gay people out there. But dig this. I had a thought one time I want to share with you. While sitting on the toilet, you know, I was taking a good shit. And I sat there, keeping my eyes full rolling in the back of my head. I thought, is this what those gay people feel? This moment? Because I know that shit felt good coming out my ass. But then I had to think. I said, what the hell? They like that shit going in their ass. Then it dawned on me with my stupid Commonwealth, you know, thinking. Commonwealth stupid. I said, what the hell? They get off on it going in and out. The constant. Now, that's my scientific theory now. That constant euphoria of taking a shit. Oh, shit. Oh, double shit.
Pause button. Pause button.
That's triple shit. Then my stupid ass remembered my few times trying to fuck a girl in the ass. And it's for the first time on her dumb ass. And the ones that was experienced, it's like it was just a hole. And to others, it was like they shitted all over their damn selves. I guess that was a newbie.
Pause button.
Growing up in some different areas moving around, you seem to look for inspiration where it came from in your past. And honestly, I like to say it came from all around. I had a joy to own and operate a store in Philadelphia, a retail store, a boutique, which I had the pleasure of meeting people like Versace, baseball players, sports players, all these people who invested. Steve Harvey, Sean Combs, Prodigy, the Knowles family. It just don't end. Because sometimes going after your aspirations, sometimes the gift or maybe even the venture is completed when you open your eyes and see where you are. Because of retail marketing, I'm able to go into these facets. And when I realized that even Steve Harvey be on his grind like that, when he sold his suits to be at a convention, sit there personally, signing stuff, posters for people who put their product inside of their stores. Remarkable to see that. To see where he is today and see where he came from, simple as Harlem. At one of the greatest entertainment places ever, Harlem, you know, to do something comedy and to grow. So my inspirations around me has been like, say, this guy named Al on Girard Avenue. A nice African-American guy. His mom ran the store. His father, you know, he's a studious guy. I would bump into him at the post office, the main post office, which is in Philadelphia, down by the train station, which is known business-wise in Philadelphia. If you do any type of business, that's where you're supposed to have a post office box at. I think maybe that's the most secured post office. But still to say, I have people like Angelo, an Italian guy who owns several stores on that same avenue, which I own my store, Girard Avenue, in which as a kid, it used to be a shoot store. I should go in there as a little youngster with bigger adults and get fitted for suits, a little guy. And I would see a big old guy, he can go in before me. You know, when other people, unfortunately, like to say Crash Brothers Plus, which is no insult, but I already was introduced to fine wool, linen, stuff like that. So when I walk those streets, my inspiration and those people that I watch grow up are still around. Matter of fact, when I popped up with a store on the avenue, they came smiling. You know, I remember the one guy, Georgie, the pizza shop used to come around and see my great aunt Christine, bringing her pizza personally because she was one of the number one customers that told people, go get my pizza from there, not from the other pizza shop, building that loyalty. So he would deliver her pizza personally. I opened the door, he'd be out there with his apron, bringing pizza just for my aunt. So another guy came over and shook my hand, Georgie, the pizza shop owner. And it was really remarkable because memories of childhood walking that same avenue turned into being something like a legacy. Like when people say, I'm still here, I could put my chest up and say, I'm still here. And still marching avenue to avenue, being from 5th Street, and also knowing 22nd, being from Allegheny Corridor, Germantown. There's a lot of avenues. Shelton, had to go all the way up there just to go to City Blue. They had the best City Blue. Now we have City Blues all over. So I say all this to say inspiration comes from a lot of places. And sometimes when you look back, you realize those same inspirations, you're not even aspiring to be like. They were just that example of something that you can do. And I'm proud to say I've done a lot of things, not to emulate purposely, but because of that example, I had something else to reach for.
Voiceover on. Voice memos. Dollarway Incorporated 4. Waveform. 5 minutes. 25 seconds. Current position. 5 minutes. 27. Rewind. 15 seconds. Play. Button. Fast forward. 15 seconds. Play. Button. Pause. Button.
I should not and shall not be discouraged, no matter what the adversary throws my way. Something I say sometimes to keep myself encouraged. Being an only child to my mother, not understanding big families or socialism or socializing. Heard that socialism? Yeah. Anyway, it's really unique to be an only child and have your mother and a relationship with your mother and father. It helps you with relationships with people. You kind of figure things out quickly. You for me or against me. Kind of like asking your mother for that birthday present or a Christmas gift. You know she would get it. Or realizing, unfortunately, with a divorce early on in your life and not having both your parents together, there's some insufficient things that's really going down when you're growing up being a man, realizing the responsibility of a man. I know present day, I do things like sponsor kids, something I never had as a latchkey kid. So they go to Boy Scout, sponsor young men with single mothers in my area that I frequent of Newcastle, Delaware, Wilmington, and Newcastle, and Bear, Delaware, where there's a sisterhood, where I'm one of the men that donate money every season for those kids or a kid to go to Boy Scout, soccer, football, POW, something. The opportunities I did not have, because I know if I would have had those opportunities with my athletic ability, I would have played baseball, football, basketball, ran track, and would have did it collegiately, and if wanted to, with the right connects, would have did it professionally. For the opportunities I had, playing basketball on campuses, being offered scholarships, and being on great campuses that will be recognized nationally, that know how to play the game. So I always say, when I find things that's wrong or people do wrong, I still encourage myself. Maybe that's one of the pet peeves. See, you guys out there with your big families, all you know is, my brother did it, my father did it, my mother did it, my sister did it. When I'm in the room all by myself, yeah, Mom, I broke the lamp. I was playing around. I get my butt kicked. Okay. I know not to break the lamp no more. But you know what? Well, I'm supposed to blame my imaginary friend? See, that doesn't go down with only kids. You set them up like that, those parents trying to get a check. Unlike people that I know, I like to say to you, be encouraged. Even when there's difficulty, when there's problems, or even people just have animosity against you for no reason, put your chest up. Look for problems to solve around in your life and keep forward. Not looking at them as a problem, but them as encouragement to encourage yourself that you're doing something correct and right.